Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth. Fighting continues between Iran and Israel. New York to build a new nuclear power plant. Oil prices drop, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Israel vowed to respond with force after Iran fired missiles at the country, despite a ceasefire agreement set to halt the fighting for the first time in a week and a half. Meanwhile, Iran accused Israel of attacking it in 3 waves within less than half an hour of President Trump saying the truce had gone into effect. Israel had earlier Tuesday confirmed the ceasefire, saying it had achieved its war aims, having removed a dual existential threat from Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile programs. Iran's foreign minister had said his country would stop its attacks as long as Israel did. Trump announced a ceasefire on social media Monday evening, hours after Iran launched missiles at a U.S. base in Qatar in a telegraphed attack that caused no injuries or deaths. Trump said the early notice and lack of casualties left the door open for an end to the fighting. Speaker Mike Johnson on Monday came out against a bipartisan war powers resolution to prevent U.S. intervention in Iran, a show of support for President Trump as dozens of lawmakers question the weekend strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. Representatives Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna, a libertarian and progressive pair, introduced a war powers resolution last week that would direct Trump to terminate the use of U.S. armed forces from Iran unless Congress authorizes such involvement. Massie said Monday the effort has 57 co-sponsors, and he vowed to bring a vote on the legislation. Asked Monday if he would allow the bipartisan measure to come to the floor for a vote, Johnson demurred, suggesting it was a political endeavor, and noted presidents in both parties had authorized military strikes without congressional approval. The Supreme Court on Monday granted the Trump administration's request to stay a lower court injunction blocking them from deporting individuals to third-party countries without prior notice, a near-term win for the Trump administration as it looks to quickly enforce its immigration crackdown. Justices on the High Court ruled 6-3 to stay the lower court injunction, with Justices Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and Ketanji Brown Jackson dissenting. At issue was a group of migrants challenging their removals to third countries or countries that were not their country of origin. New York plans to build the first new U.S. nuclear power plant in 15 years. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said yesterday that she directed the state's public utility to develop and construct an advanced nuclear power plant upstate that can produce at least 1 gigawatt of energy, which is enough to power approximately 1 million homes. The announcement comes after President Trump introduced new rules in May aimed at speeding up the development of nuclear power projects by reducing the time it takes to get permits. Only 5 new commercial nuclear reactors have come online in the U.S. since 1991, according to the Wall Street Journal. But interest in nuclear power has grown as a means to produce more power with lower emissions, especially as tech companies seek to fuel massive data centers to undergird their AI technology. Oil prices plunged more than 7% yesterday following Iran's retaliatory strikes on a U.S. airbase in Qatar. Crude is pulling back as the market digests signs that energy infrastructure is not Iran's first choice for retaliation. Rebecca Babin, a senior energy trader at CIBC Private Wealth Group, told Bloomberg yesterday. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.